So, yeah. Okay. Good night. Yeah. Thanks for everybody showing up, and then let's call the meeting to order.
All right, give me
Hey,
one
sorry I'm
second.
late.
Got you, Jeff. Just in time. We're just about to start. So,
Perfect.
thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I'll begin with the reading of the Open Public Meeting Act statement on November 12th, 2025. Notice of this meeting was placed on the official Bellmawr Redevelopment Agency website and emailed to both the Courier Post and Gloucester City News newspapers for publication. The official notice to the Borough Clerk was emailed on November 14th, 2025, which include requests for posting of the notice to the official Borough Bellmawr website and bulletin board. All requirements of the Open Public Meeting Act and have been met in compliance with the Sunshine Law. Bring us to the flag salute, pledge allegiance
To the flag
of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands,
one
one
nation,
nation,
under
under
God,
God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
justice for all.
All right, begin with a roll call. Chairman Frank Philippek,
here.
Vice Chair Ray Bider,
Here.
Commissioner Jim D'Angelo,
Here.
Commissioner Whitman,
Here.
Commissioner Patel,
Here.
Commissioner Simpson,
Here.
Commissioner Beck. Management Professionals, Josh Tregear, Executive Director. I'm here. Mike McKenna,
Present.
Solicitor, and Dennis McNulty, Agency Engineer.
Here.
All right. So standard agenda for this evening. We'll begin with the reading of the minutes from the previous meeting, which was on September 16th, 2025.
I make a motion. We accept the minutes.
I second it.
All right. All in favor signify by saying aye.
All right. Aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Ayes have it. Brings us to communications. We did receive the redevelopers report from Mr. Nogalski today. That was included with the materials that we sent. Also, one other item of note in the past, since the last time we met, if anybody didn't see it, the Route 42 Freeway blog did an article basically just concentrating on the waterfront park nature trail development and just offered a little update on that. All in all, it was a pretty innocuous article. I mean, it was nothing that I think would give anybody any concern in terms of promises or dates or anything like that. So that's it there. Any questions about that? All right, bring us to commissioner reports. If anybody has anything, please speak up. All right, brings us to the executive director's report. So I'll go a little bit out of order. Like I said, the computer that we had since beginning the agency back in 2018 finally outdated itself and ended up crashing. It was unrecoverable. So had to procure a new one, get that established and set up, in line with all the government standards and practices. So they're very, very big on cybersecurity now. Even more so, it seems to be escalating year over year. In fact, I got to take like a 2-hour course now just to every year, just so we can pass the audit for that item. So
I just did that course also.
yeah, most of it's common sense, but whatever. In addition to that, so we'll introduce the budget for 2026 this evening. No changes there, so it's the same budget as last year. And contingent upon the review period by the DCA, if everything comes back from them, then we'll look to adopt in December. Any questions for me before I turn it over to Mike? All right, sir.
Good evening, everybody. You all got the redevelopers report around about the same time I did, I think, which was less than 2 hours ago. I was traveling. I only had a chance to read it over briefly on my phone. But having lived with what is progressing on the most important front, let me just tell you that it's our intention to do everything possible to try and get the property to closure, number one, by in this calendar year. Mr. Long in particular is interested in making sure that the closing number two happens in time for council to enjoy the benefits of the transfer fees before the budget. It's an ambitious time frame, but it can be done. We had an extensive telephone conference between myself, Mr. Nagowski, and Mr. Weinstein regarding closing checklist items, and it is by and large simply updating all the documents that have been generated and revised over the last several years. Title, as you can imagine, surveys. I have received the HDSRF lien release, which was maybe one of my big worries in this case about was the DEP really going to cooperate in allowing us to erase the liens and then transfer the property. I have in my file a signed set of releases. They have done it. They've trusted me with these releases. I was surprised, but we asked and we got. So we'll get all these documents updated. We expect a package from Redevelopers Council in the next couple of weeks, something like 2 weeks. Mr. Weinstein and I are committed, notwithstanding a fairly busy schedule from here in year's end, committed to getting it out, commented, fixed up, and ready to go. And at which time and however long has the same process with council, at which time we will return to the authority and ask you all to authorize us to appear at closing. Before I ask you to give me that authority, I am going to send you all the underlying documents. I want you to have them in advance. And at the meeting where we request your authorization, I'll be available in a closed session to discuss as much as you want about the process. It is why I kind of at every meeting, I sort of tell you what's in the near and far future. None of this will be a surprise. It'll be more by way of a recap. I'm really looking forward to doing that. Meeting, closing number one, while it's going to be fairly busy meeting, because what happens is the borough is going to give us their property. The redeveloper is going to give the borough their property. Then the borough is going to convey all at the same closing their property to us as the agency. In addition, Deptford is going to convey their property to us because they have to watch the liens just like we did. And we may even, and this one's on the fence, be taking under our umbrella the Runnymede property. It is not in the redevelopment zone. It did not have remediation. It does not have liens, but it might be that we proceed in that fashion, or the redeveloper could simply opt out and just proceed with redevelopment in Runnymede. So we'll try and accommodate that either way, because candidly, if the river does rise or the levee does break and we end up with a site lease for any period of time beyond what we're thinking with Greystar, there's probably a pretty nice little billboard lot out there in Runnymede, and we would be having access to that revenues. I don't see that happening, but I just wanted to let you know Runnymede might appear back into the transaction, notwithstanding that we don't expect us to have to take title to the Runnymede property. So that pretty much wraps it up. I'll revisit these with the details and the paperwork in advance, I think, the next time we get together.
All right. And just a note on that, Mike, just because we're on an adjusted schedule with the holidays and such. The next meeting will be early. It'll be Tuesday, December 9th.
Probably not going to be done then.
Okay.
It may have to, provided again with everybody's, all volunteers, with everybody's schedules and the holidays. It may have to be a special if we're bound and determined to make this year-end deal push. I don't think that it's a do or die deadline. It's more aspirational at this point.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yep.
Before we set a date, I know we want to get this thing finished because it's been 14 years. if you and Weinstein, everybody, maybe we can set a date that where you guys are ready and just make the date that meeting when this fits, so we can, if it's can't be the 9th, maybe the one, the special
No, it
meeting.
could never be the 9th. I mean,
Oh, I don't say that. I'm just
but
maybe you
no,
could have
I
a
hear you.
special meeting.
Are you
know what I mean?
suggesting to set the date now? Just projected?
Yeah, just project it a little bit. You know what I mean?
Josh, how does that help you at all with scheduling specials? If you adjourn this meeting to another date, does that count for notices? I think it does, but I don't want to cook in your kitchen.
No, I mean, if we're gonna have just basically, I have to 48 hours notice.
That's what I
So,
thought. Okay. So it's no help either way. Um, the truth is, here after hours, I couldn't speak to my schedule right now. If you said, "Well, Mike, when can you make it?" At the end of December, so it's probably better done with the professionals. But your point's taken, Frank. Let's get the date set.
Yeah, let's get this thing done finally after 14 years. I mean,
Yeah.
now while we're closer on a 1 yard line,
Yeah.
and the mayors, both mayors and the councils of both towns
Yeah.
have signed everything. DOT's given them the permission to do the road. We got everything's ready. All we got to do is now get all this paperwork done. Now it's up to Nagowski to get it to you guys as soon as he can.
Right. And I suspect that the time it takes for him to whip up these final documents and updates is probably equivalent to what it's going to take David and I to go through them and ask any questions and solve any of those issues. So you're projecting about a month.
Yeah, well, he told me he's going to have them done this week, so we'll see what happens.
Well, I hope so, because I don't want to be running across holidays.
That's what
But I
I'm saying.
will if I have
think
to.
he promised me today on the phone that he would have it. You and Weinstein would have it on Friday.
Okay, that's good.
So I just want to get this thing done. I think we've been attending all these meetings, and it's time for us to show what we can do and get it done finally. And
Hey, Mike,
I've been also promised that if these things get worked out, they can start the road in March of next year, and the park.
Hey, Mike, just to be clear, and not to
Yes.
put you on the spot, but if we do have this closing by the end of the calendar year, we can anticipate the transfer fee like March, April?
Not necessarily. This has to be made clear again, but I think it is an important question, Jim. There's no guarantee, despite Graystar's hurry up, we want to do this deal. They don't have to close on the transfer fee, which would mean what we have is the original deal. Redeveloper keeps it, we lease under a revenue split, and Charles goes about his business. So there isn't an ability or even an obligation to make it a date certain. That said, they really want to do it. They're really pushing. So those dates, your budget dates, are doable. And Howard has
Jim?
set that. He has set that, Jim, as marching orders
Jim,
to the redeveloper.
Yeah,
Jim?
Mayor. Yeah, Mayor.
They promised me. I met with them. They promised that they would promise and keep your budget. That it would come before your budget comes up. They would have it all signed, sealed, delivered. As long as we can, because they've been working. They've been waiting a long time. You know what I mean?
All right. Okay. Okay.
All right. Any other questions for Mike before we move into new business? Nope. All right. Brings us to new business. 4 resolutions on the docket for this evening. They all are indeed all roll calls. So we'll begin with resolution number 11:036-25, approving balance transfer from escrow account to operations account. Just to give you a little more information on this, the redeveloper accidentally sent our checks to the borough, and for whatever reason, didn't get them, so they cut new ones and kind of delayed us about a week and a half from our normal time that we received the funds. So I had to transfer $1,000 out of the escrow account, which is earmarked for to pay the professionals like Mike, into the operations account, just to ensure that we can continue, and not miss any bills. So that's just a little background on that. That happened right around the end of September, early October. So again, resolution number 11:036-25, approving balance transfer from escrow account to operations account.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
All right, thank you, Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Patel. Bring us to a roll call. Chairman Frank Philippek,
Yes.
Chairman Bider,
Yes.
or Vice Chair Bider, sorry, Commissioner D'Angelo,
Yes.
Commissioner Whitman,
Yes.
Commissioner Patel,
Yes.
and Commissioner Simpson.
Yes.
All right, resolution number 11:037-25, authorizing introduction of operations budget calendar year 2026.
I make a motion to approve the budget for 2026.
I second it.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. So I have Mr. Patel on the motion and Mr. Simpson on the second. Again, go to a roll call. Chairman Frank Philippek,
Yes.
Vice Chair Bider,
Yes.
Commissioner D'Angelo,
Yes.
Commissioner Whitman,
Yes.
Commissioner Patel,
Yes.
Commissioner Simpson.
Yes.
All right, resolution number 11:038-25, authorizing procedure to release RFP professional services in 2026. So basically this just gives me the ability to, put the RFP out, to the public and have them submit. We'll look for submittals to be sent in by January 9th, which will be in time for our reorganization meeting, which will be around January 20th.
That's also our reorg.
That
I
exact
make a
date.
motion to release it. Yeah.
Don't you, thanks. That was Jeff. That was you on the
Yeah.
motion?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
No, no problem. Right, just to clarify, don't you guys usually do the first Friday?
They're doing it. Chuck set it up for the 9th.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right. So our meeting wouldn't be on the 9th, it would be around the 20th. What I was saying is just the submittals to the RFPs would be due around the 9th. All right, so I have a motion from Commissioner Simpson.
I seconded Josh.
All right, thank you, Neil. Bring us to a roll call. Chairman Frank Philippek,
Yes.
Vice Chair Bider,
Yes.
Commissioner D'Angelo,
Yes.
Commissioner Whitman,
Yes.
Commissioner Patel,
Yes.
and Commissioner Simpson.
Yes.
All right, last item for this evening, resolution number 11:039-25, authorizing payment of outstanding bills.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
That was you, Tom?
Yes.
Second, okay. So I have Chairman Philippek on the motion and Commissioner Whitman on the second. Again, brings us to a roll call. Chairman Philippek,
Yes.
Vice Chair Bider,
Yes.
Commissioner D'Angelo,
Yes.
Commissioner Whitman,
Yes.
Commissioner Patel,
Yes.
Commissioner Simpson.
Yes.
All right, thank you,
Yes,
gentlemen. I got you. That concludes all the new business for this evening. Bring us to the public portion. Unless somebody sneaked in, I didn't see anybody, but give a quick delay just in case. All right, that will conclude the public portion and bring us to an adjournment.
I make a motion to adjourn the meeting, Josh.
All right, thank you, Anil. Just need a second.
Second.
Thank you, Mr.
Sorry,
Todd.
second.
I think I got Ray on the second
Okay.
there. Thank you, though. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any nays? Ayes have it. Meeting is adjourned, and like I mentioned earlier, currently we're on an adjusted schedule. It's at the moment scheduled for Tuesday, December 9th. And our reorg meeting, I have a tentative date set of the third Tuesday in January, which is the 20th.
Good evening, gentlemen. Thanks for
All right.
coming.
Good
and attending.
night, everybody.
Talk to everybody later. Have a great Thanksgiving and enjoy. Thank you.
Good night, all.
Good night.
Thank you.